Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Takeout Effect, brought to you by Business Takeout. The Takeout Effect brings real conversations in business. I'm your host. My name is Banki. Today's guest is very special. um, let's start there. Basically, he dived into entrepreneurship in 2012. He is the founder of This Is for Toronto, the documentary. He's the founder of Potential Films Inc. He produced the documentary This Is for Toronto, and basically this particular project, what was good about it is that it acquired distribution deal with RLJ Entertainment, and you can now stream it and on the Urban Movie Channel. So I'd like to welcome everyone to Sheldon Shaw. Hi, Sheldon. Welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Um, so Sheldon, if anyone wants to ask who you are as a person, not what you do, but who you are as a person, what would you say?
I'd say I'm a person that likes to help other people and surround my people with love and support, and person that really likes to work hard and understands the work ethic you need to succeed. And yeah, I would say I'm a nice person. Everyone says they're a nice person, but yeah, I just try to help as much people as I can, especially in our community.
That's amazing. I love that. So I was on YouTube the other day, and I started to sing, "I gotta stay in the house. I gotta stay."
Oh yeah.
For those who haven't seen it yet, it's your quarantine lifestyle music video, where you're in there. It shows your love for Toronto because I can see that you're showing off the Toronto Raptors flag. You're showing off Toronto black-owned businesses like Opie and Dwayne
Oofy,
Donnell.
oofy,
Opie. Thank you
oofy.
for
Yeah.
correcting me, and I apologize.
Oofy,
Opie.
see it? Oofy. Shop
Yeah.
now. Guys, go to the website, oofy.ca. Anyways, go ahead.
Love the plug. But I noticed you're repping Toronto black-owned businesses. You're
Mhm.
in the video by the clothing that you're wearing. You're showing the Toronto Blue Jays flag. No, Toronto Raptors flag.
Yeah.
There is a lot of Tory Lanez was in there. Just like a video of him. I don't know if it's what it was, but I noticed that it was just a lot of Toronto symbolism in there,
Mhm.
and it was also your quarantine beard was out there to the world.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What inspired you to do a quarantine lifestyle video?
Well, I've always been a lover of music. I'm not gonna say I was, but I make music as well. But I was really into music when I was younger, rapping and making a lot of music and stuff like that. So I did put it on the back burner for a lot of years. So when COVID hit, I kind of got inspired to make a song to encourage people to stay in the house. But it was good for the moment. It was fun, you know what I mean. But I wouldn't do a second one because we're tired of staying in the house. All right, we need to get
Yeah.
out, especially today. Today's a nice day.
Yes. We were just saying after this show is done, I'm going outside. There's no question about it.
Right.
Beautiful.
Exactly. Yep.
Um, so Potential Films Inc. was founded in 2012. How
Yeah.
did this journey start?
Okay. Well, so I went to. So I'll start from the beginning. So I was always a lover of television shows like Fresh Prince and Martin and Family Matters and pretty much any black show that was on at that time. Probably like the mid '90s. So I fell in love with television and music. Sorry, music and movies at that same time. So I actually went to school for film and television, and I graduated a long time ago, and like way before social media even was a thing. And
Mhm.
I couldn't find a job in my field, and at the same time, I had two one was my cousin, and one was a friend, a childhood friend, and they had a love for film as well. So we actually got together and we figured out, maybe we should do a music video for me at the time. So we did that, and then the rest is history. So once we did that project, it was just like we just kept doing project after project after project, and then that's it. That's where it started, 2012.
Nice. And sometimes that's all it takes, just diving right into it and getting a project started, right? And then
Exactly. Yep.
you find that there's more to it, and also the collaboration of family and friends just coming together in unity to put together and getting some projects done, and I think that's beautiful.
Exactly.
So your slogan, I love
Oh
your
yeah.
slogan.
I'm
So
glad you love it.
your slogan is wasn't filmed, didn't happen. So
Yes.
I love it. And for me, what it speaks on is the famous question: if you are in if a tree, not me, if a
Yeah.
tree is in a forest and it falls, but no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? And some people would say yes, it makes a sound, but if no one's around to hear it, does it really make a sound? And based on your slogan, my assumption is that you're saying no, it does not make a sound because no one's around to hear it, right?
Right.
Um,
That's yeah.
so, which leads to my question: how important? Why do you think it's important to have um, your life to be video documented?
I just feel like a lot of moments in your life are not documented, and it's a shame because it's very important to document your journey as just a person. Like just not even if you're not even into film, it's just like even if you have your phone and stuff like that. Like it's very important because you're never gonna remember certain things you said, or how your mind state was at a certain time and how it has
Absolutely.
evolved. So that's very important, and just to look back in retrospect to educate yourself and get better. So I think, especially in this time, with all the police brutality going
Hmm.
on with Black people, filming has helped a lot of convictions happen. Even though that's not enough sometimes, but it definitely does help. So I definitely think, even if you're a business, if you have a business, you definitely need content. So it is key right now, especially with social media.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
you're right in so many different aspects, because I was just going through a family album like 2 weeks ago. I posted a picture on my Instagram,
Yeah.
and I found a picture like back when I was like maybe around 6 years old. It was a
Right.
black and white picture with my parents and everything, and it was beautiful. Imagine if I
Right.
had a video of that. Back then, those things didn't exist. Today, it does.
Exactly. Right.
Back then, I had a black and white TV.
Yeah, we had Blackberries and Nokia phones back then.
Yes. So you're probably in your 30s, right? I'm just assuming by that's
Yeah, I'm in my
what.
30s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I just made 40. Back then,
Okay.
for me, it was like the black and white TVs before I came to Canada.
Okay. I was way back. All right. I was way back.
Way back.
Okay.
But it just shows how important it is to have things documented. You mentioned social media. You also
Right.
mentioned George Floyd. How if that wasn't documented, it wouldn't have the worldwide global attention that it did. You know.
Right.
So yes, video documentation is definitely very important.
Yes.
Um, Now let's talk about this is for Toronto. Um,
This is for Toronto. Yep.
yes, so you did this documentary back in 2016.
Hmm.
It really gave a fresh perspective on the entertainment industry in Toronto. Like, I saw anywhere from yuck yuck to rappers. It talked about funding in the entertainment industry. It talked about a whole lot, and it just seemed like it was a huge project to take on. Um, what inspired you to get this project started? I must say, before you answer that question, that it is a really great documentary. If anyone hasn't seen it, they should check it out.
Thank you.
Um, Yes, let's dive into it. What inspired you to really put Toronto on the map like that?
So at the time, we did a lot of like we were filming a lot of concerts at the time, like in comedy shows, and so we were heavily involved in filming behind the scenes footage of comedians and artists and stuff like that. So I think I was watching a documentary called "The Art of Rap," produced by Ice, made me want to do my own thing, but focus it on the entertainment industry in Toronto because I always felt like we were always the underdogs and we don't get our just due in the entertainment industry, and that's why I decided to do it. So and I also felt like we had all the people that would want to be interviewed in the palm of our like on our contact list because like we were always at concerts and stuff like that and interacting with many people in entertainment. So it was an easy thing to do on a work wise situation, but not on a budget situation because that's a whole
Yeah.
other conversation. So um, if I was gonna do it again, I would definitely search for the money first because that was a self-financed project. We didn't get any grants or any funding from anybody. We all financed that ourselves, and I wouldn't do that again for sure. I wouldn't
That
recommend anybody to do that.
that leads to my next question though. So knowing what you know today, is funding the only thing that you would do differently? Is there anything else?
I would build a bigger team first. I think teamwork makes the dream work, right? So you can't do everything by yourself,
Oh, I
and
learned that.
you definitely need a team to support you and give fresh ideas to the team. I mean, you can't think of everything. So if you surround yourself with people who think like you, more than three, if you're doing a documentary or a film, you definitely need to focus on your support system and how you're going to accomplish
Great.
getting this film done because it's very difficult to get to the finish line by yourself.
You are so right because just in the business that I do, doing graphic and web designing, and even with Business Takeout, doing all these podcasts every week, and doing a lot of different things behind the scenes. I know that it's just so challenging to do it all by yourself. You do need a network, a support system, a team to really get the show popping.
Absolutely. Yep. I agree.
So the Niger Wives of Toronto. It's a basically you started the production of from season two. It's a reality show for of women that are boss ladies. They're beautiful. They're of Nigerian Canadian descent. Um, what was your experience doing the production of that, and how is it different from doing documentaries or concerts?
First off, shout out to Nigel of Toronto. You can check them out on YouTube. What was my experience? It was a great experience. Totally different from documentaries and stuff like that. The difference is because reality sometimes could be spontaneous because it's reality, so you just don't know what's going to happen. As opposed to a documentary, you know, nothing crazy is going to really happen. It's really just you're just interviewing people for your subject matter, right? But the reality show is different because people get upset certain times at certain scenes and you just don't know what's going to pop off, so you have to be ready at all times to make sure that you capture the moment. Like I said, it wasn't filmed, didn't happen, so you got to make sure you're on point for the reality show or you might miss something.
That is so true. A question specifically on COVID. So
Okay.
basically with COVID, a lot of people, a lot of businesses was affected by it. A lot of people had to learn how to pivot during COVID. How did that affect you, and how were you able to pivot?
Yeah, so it affected us a lot last year because of all the businesses that we have relationships with. They all kind of shut their doors because they had to. In terms of pivoting, I started writing more, like writing scripts, also, handling social media campaigns, and also video editing. I do a lot of video editing, so
Nice.
and my partner does video editing too. So we were able to pivot in that sense, but we were able to do the reality show like during COVID, like in a safe way, and So hopefully, when we start season three, we won't have too many restrictions like we have now. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you check it out, Niger Wives. It's actually on an app called Afroland TV as well.
Yeah, everyone should check it out because I think it's really good.
Yes.
Next question is outspoken media.
Outspoken media.
Yeah,
Yes.
they've been around for over 15 years. They focus on the entertainment industry, do a lot of branding, public relations, marketing, whatnot. You're on the team as a creative director. What do
Yes.
you enjoy the most about that role?
What I enjoyed the most, I enjoy the most meeting new people. I mean, I work with the boss man, Terry Cyrus, CEO, and
Big up
I
Terry.
met a lot. Yeah, big up Terry, shout out Terry. I met a lot of people on the state side because of him. Even just going out there and mingling with different type of people. No Canadians, just Americans. And they're different, but they understand business and they understand that we all have to band together to make something happen. So I enjoy that part of the job, networking, and also I enjoy handling everything creative. So anything to do with social media or if there's a banner that needs to be done, websites, stuff like that. I handle all the creative aspects of outspoken media.
Awesome.
Yes,
Now, you are doing so much in my eyes, right?
yes,
In
yes.
terms of, all the projects that you do behind the scenes that, the Niger Wives of Toronto, just different projects that you do overall. You write in between as well. How do you manage it all in terms of work-life balance?
That's a good question. So I think not. I think I know my work-life balance has gotten better because of COVID. Um, Crazy enough because we're stuck in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people had to like basically think about their life, like if they want to continue the career that they're in, because it gives you a lot of time to think and a lot of time to just settle, right? So my work-life balance has gotten better in terms of taking more breaks and sleeping more, and that's basically because of the pandemic, really, because ain't much else to do but to rest and work and eat, right?
Yes, and it's
So
really
exercise.
important. It's really important to really like take a break whenever you need to. So it's good to
Yeah,
have when you're working from home, like I do, it's good to have that flexibility to say, you know what, I need a break. And
right,
just
exactly. Very important.
yep. So what's new in terms of the future for Potential Films Inc? What would you say? You know what, before I get to that question, if you were to
Yeah.
give an advice to anyone that basically is going into your industry right now and they basically don't know like where to start or how to start, what advice would you give them?
So I'll talk to like I'd say 18 and younger. If you want to be in the entertainment industry, just know it takes a lot of work, and um, the key is networking. The key is working with people that are smarter than you, and surrounding yourself with people because a lot of people don't understand the bigger picture, right? People are just in it for like some people just want to be in it for 3 months, and if something doesn't happen, they quit. So I would say also to um, study your role models better, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people that look up to celebrities and stuff like that, they don't do the research and actually understand their story and understand how they got there and what they went through. So I think the younger generation has to do more research on their role models, right? And this generation is a very microwave. Everybody wants it quick. Nobody wants to work hard. But in the entertainment industry, it takes a lot for you to be noticed, and you just have to keep at it and stay consistent. You know what I mean? Like just keep going, and it gets hard sometimes, but you really have to just suck it up and just keep it moving.
Yes, because you really have to put in the effort, right?
Yeah,
Um, you would hear a lot of actors used to like live out of their cars before they make it. They really put in the work, right? Is and the newer generation, they're more of the TikTok generation. They
yeah,
do something and it goes viral. A lot of the
exactly.
time, it's really not that simple.
No, it's not.
And in addition to that, it's
Well,
keeping it,
is what's
right?
that?
Keeping the position that
Keeping,
you're at.
yeah,
So once
keeping the
you
momentum.
exactly. Once you reach to the level where you want to be or where you were striving for, you have to set new goals and aim
Yeah,
higher, you know?
and yeah,
And
they have to understand when they get to the position that they want, they still have to work. They still have to work harder than they ever did because now you're here, but you have to maintain it, like you said, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what is the future for Sheldon Shaw and Potential Inc. Potential Films Inc. I'm like messing up on all my words today. Forgive me.
Future for us is we just want to do more movies and more television series, um, more things for film and for streaming platforms, and just transform our business into a film production company. You know what I mean? I mean, we did a documentary. I am working on another documentary right now. I don't want to say what it's about, but um, just want to do more projects, more film projects of our own creation. You know, and try to get them deals and hire people to get into this industry because it is hard to get into, for sure.
Definitely. I'm actually wanting to know if you're going to do, you don't have to answer, but I wanted to know if you're going to do a This is for Toronto part two. Because I think it's really interesting. I think a lot of things have changed since COVID.
Yeah,
So definitely if you just think about it because I'll watch it.
yeah, yeah. I've been thinking about it. We'll see what happens. But who knows? Maybe it's possible for sure.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on today.
Yeah. Thank you
Um,
very much for having me.
so if anyone wanted to reach out to you, how can they contact you? All right.
I'm on Instagram at Potential Films INC. You can follow my partners also Potential Films 3 and Potential Films Sean. Also check out Ufi.ca. Um, cousin got a clothing line. He's 17 years old. He's doing amazing things. Check him out. Tyrell
Yeah.
Harris. Also, check out potentialfilmsinc.com for new videos and new updates.
Amazing.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
very much.
Um,
Yes.
it was a great conversation. For those who are watching right now, if you're enjoying this show, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you all for joining. Have a great day.
Thank you. Take care, man.